Along the very busy Nace Road on the outskirts of Dublin stands the very spacious and elegant Agnelli house, the headquarters of Fiat Group in Ireland. Italia Stampa paid a visit to this imposing complex and met Adrian Walsh, the managing director.
Adrian, quite a long way from the premises of Fiat Ireland, which was not far away from here years ago. Now, this huge complex, when was it started?
Well, this is kind of a plan that I've had for quite some time. So when I first started in Fiat Group, it was in December 2007, and we were in a building actually not far from here, in the Red Cow, which was quite cramped. It was set over 3 floors, and it required quite a deal of maintenance, and I didn't think that it represented what Fiat Group was and was to become. So my father always said to me, never waste a good recession, and obviously when the recession hit, property and rents changed, so I used the opportunity to move from the building that we had into something that was actually larger.
That's right.
So we had a number of different facilities spread over the county for storage, for vehicles, for training, for marketing, and so what we did is we brought all this in-house. And what you see in next door, we've got a flagship dealership also, and again I wanted to have that part of the HQ complex. It's run by an entrepreneur, so it's separate from our company.
And now the operation is only commercial, because in the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, it was a very complex operation, because they were assembling cars here for the Irish and the English market as well.
That's correct, yes. Yeah.
So now it's primarily commercial.
It is, yes. We're a wholesaler here, so all of the vehicles are produced outside of Ireland. There's no vehicles now produced in Ireland, unfortunately, anymore. So hence the premises that you would be familiar with in the Calma Road was predominantly a production facility with offices. This is purely a sales and marketing office.
Yes. I see that Fiat Group is now a huge group.
It's growing.
Because it's embracing quite a few brands.
It is, yes.
Fiat, Alfa,
Jeep. Chrysler, Jeep. We have Fiat Alfa and Fiat Professional, the commercial vehicle brand. And then Abarth, which grew out of Fiat also, and then in 2010 Fiat, as you're familiar with, acquired a significant shareholding and controlling interest in Chrysler Group. So we have Chrysler and Jeep also we represent here. So pretty much every segment in Ireland, be it a commercial, large or small commercial vehicle, or large and small passenger vehicle, we're present in now. It takes quite a bit of juggling to manage all the different brands. In the late 70s, Fiat had 18% market share and was hugely successful. The competitive landscape was quite different then, and the cars were phenomenal. But through competitive forces and also a number of variables, Fiat unfortunately has lost some market share. But in 2000, only 13 years ago now, we had 8% market share in Ireland still, so it's still very credible, and Alfa Romeo had more than 1%. But again, based on the model mix that we have had and some competitivity, unfortunately we've lost some ground, but I'm very confident that we will end up growing again, so this is what I'm here for.
Yes, well, apparently you're doing a good job.
We're trying our best.
This complex building here is divided in several departments. Would you like to show me around on the best part?
Yeah. So here we have the administration offices, where we have all of the Fiat Ireland staff would work. So we have sales, finance, marketing, logistics. They're principally the roles that we carry out here.
And how many people?
We have 12 people now based here. that this is a display area. But with the dealership next door, the plan is actually to extend the dealership next door into here, so this becomes a common point for both the dealership and for the administration offices.
Yes, yes. So the dealership is a separate entity, or is part of your setup?
We have it as part of our complex, but then we have separated it out and given it to an entrepreneur to run.
All right. Fiat and Alfa. Do you sell more Fiat than Alfa? Or
yes,
Alfa?
at the moment it would be more Fiat than Alfa,
yes.
and we have more Fiat dealers than we do Alfa Romeo as well.
Yes.
Ultimately, Alfa has a very significant growth plan ahead of it, as does Fiat.
Yes.
But I think Fiat will always be the volume brand out of the two.
Yes.
So this, we have, as part of the facilities, we have this conference centre, and effectively it's designed, we can bring vehicles in this way, and then that's how we get into the image point that we were just in.
Yes.
The vehicles go that way. But it can hold about 150 people. We have kitchens off at the back of it and toilets, but we actually use this for our own uses, for press launches, for fleet launches, for customer days, but also then we've given it to partners of Fiat, our friends of Fiat, for charities, for colleges, for them to use as well. And the room will cut in two as well, so we've had a number of functions here on a regular basis, and then we have new engines that we constantly then train the technicians on, and then obviously we have the classroom for non-technical training as well.
Well, listen, Adrian, you've been very kind.
Oh, no, that's my pleasure.
Much for all this tour.
Good seeing you. You're always very welcome.
Good luck with the Fiat Group.
No problem at all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.